been quite a few hours since I updated. Last time you saw me, I was in my car because I'd gone the wrong way. So I went to Barbican, and I was walking around for ages trying to find a public toilet, and they were all closed. Then I had too much sun, what I'll get onto in a minute. So I decided to get my fish and chips, drive to Asda and go to the toilet and then eat my fish and chips. But I got my fish and chips and I just sat in my car and ate them, and then I went to Asda. I also had to buy a new cable for my phone because I've been using the one that I have in my car because I forgot my charger, and basically, and if you can see anything in my mouth, I've got a swoop. £11 for a charger because I've been using that cheap one, but it's been taking forever just to charge anything, and obviously I haven't got my charger, so it stopped working when I plugged it in before, and they do that, so I had to spend £11 on replacing it, which I wasn't happy about. I should have gone to Argos and just got an Apple one for 19, but that's it. So went to Asda, picked up a few drinks, a porridge that's in a pot because that's my evening meal, a yoghurt which I tried to eat and didn't like, some fresh fruit, like a fruit salad one, I ate that, Cadbury's mini rolls, I've got some in the fridge, and then I've just been sat here not really doing anything for the last couple of hours because I don't feel well because of the sun. I was only in it about 35 minutes, and it's not even a hot day, it's because I was walking near the sea and it reflects, and so my face is burning, I've got a headache, I feel exhausted, I keep going hot and then cold, so I have a little bit of sunstroke which I'm not happy about. Luckily I was staying in anyway, but I'm probably going to feel like crap tomorrow. So I've drank a Dr Pepper, I've drank half a litre of water plus a bit more out of it, one that I finished. I've got a litre bottle in the fridge, I've got a half a litre one there and 2 more Dr Peppers over there, and I've got a litre bottle of orange Lucozade in the fridge and a small Tropicana, so I should be okay hopefully. I'm not the only one staying here now, there's someone actually staying here, I think it's a couple, and they're staying where the fridge is, so I hope they don't go in the fridge and think they can help themselves, because they definitely can't, and I won't be happy if they drink my water because I've got some kind of sunstroke going on and I'm going to need my water. I need to decide what I'm doing tomorrow before I fall asleep tonight. I can't wait to take my makeup off, my face is irritated because I caught the sun. I can't even go in it for half an hour, it's just annoying me now. So I've not really filmed anything. I took some pictures on my phone, but I've not even filmed on my phone today. I'm not doing very good with this vlogging thing, am I? Just not in the mood for it at the moment. Hi everyone. Oh god, this song, I've just got to put this song on for a few seconds. Listen to this. So my ex, who's a big Star Trek fan, and he didn't take too kindly to me putting that on one day. Don't know why. He said it's a bit of a piss take, but he's absolutely obsessed with Star Trek though, I'll be honest. And when he talks about it, my eyes just glaze over me. It's like I can just hear the ocean. It is that bad. And I said something about, I said, oh yeah, Whoopi Goldberg's in it. He went, oh no, that's not the real Star Trek, that's Star Trek Next Generation. I'm like, well, what's the difference? Apparently there's a difference, and he keeps going on about someone called Captain Kirk or someone, and some Klingons. I think they're aliens or something. But when I hear the word Klingons, I think of things that you stick to your windows. Anyway, I can't remember what I was talking about before I noticed that was playing. I'm at Asda, obviously, because that's where I come every day. It's nearly 12 o'clock, and my friend's been an absolute insert an expletive there today, because I wanted to go on the steam train to get the ferry across to, what's it called? What is it called? I remembered it a minute ago. Somewhere. Google it. It's from Peyton to wherever. Anyway, I told him an hour and 20 before that I wanted to get the 12 o'clock one, because it's pointless getting the 2 o'clock one, because the last ferry back is 4:15. So by the time you get there, you've got like half an hour and you've got to come back on the ferry to get the train. So 20 minutes later he texts me. Oh no, it was more than that. It was like 25, nearly 30 minutes later. I can't get there in that time. I'm like, it's an 18-minute drive from your house to the train. I don't understand how you can't get there. He had an hour and 20 when I first told him. So he's like, I can't get there. That's not enough time. And I'm like, you're joking. I said, I don't even live round here. Like 20. Oh, it said 15 for me. I said, but it's probably going to take me 25 minutes because Saturday traffic. And he's like, no, I can't make it. It's not enough time. And I'm like, are you absolutely joking? I told you an hour and 20 before. Even if you'd set off then, you're going to get there an hour early. No, it's not enough time. I'm like, well, I can't get the 2 o'clock one, because by the time we get there, we won't have any time to have some lunch or whatever we're going to do. It's Dartmouth, by the way. Just remembered, it's Dartmouth. So I was like, you've just ruined my day. He's like, well, you can go on your own. And he said this about 1:30, which wouldn't give me enough time because I hadn't got my stuff together. I'd got most of my stuff together, but it would have took me 10 minutes, which only gave me 20 minutes, which would have been rushing because I had to get the ticket and everything and find out where I was going, and you know, there's traffic. So I'm like, well, I'm not happy now because you've just ruined the day, because that was what I wanted to do. You asked me what I wanted to do. He keeps telling me there's nothing to do down here. If you Google, or even if you look at all the brochures in the reception of the hotel, there's so much to do that I don't know how he could feel that there's nothing to do down here. And every time I say to him, we've been such and such a place, no. I'm like, but you live down here. If I lived down here, I would go and see all these things, because there's so much to do down here. It's unbelievable. So I was like, well, I'm just going to spend the day on my own then again. Like, I've seen you twice for barely any time, and I didn't want to see you every single day, but obviously I expected to see more of you. And he just sent this really ranting one back at me, having a go at me, telling me that people down here are a lot slower, that it's a slower pace of life, and people drive slower and people do things slower. And I'm not going to go into everything else that he said, but he had a bit of a go at me, and I'm just like, I just can't believe what you've done to me today. And I've spoke to 2 people about it, and they're like, yes, it is a little bit slower down here, but it's not slow, because, you know, you've still got to get on with life, and it's only the people that have retired that tend to be slower, but they're out walking and doing stuff all the time. But they reckon that he had enough time, more than enough time, like an hour and 20 is plenty of time to come down here. We'll go and meet me, and that, like, they both think he's out of order, like, doing that. And I'm like, I couldn't even make this up. He, like, wanted about 3 hours notice, and I'm like, it's unbelievable. So they're like, well, yeah, things are slower, but they're not that much slower, do you know what I mean? So I'm just like, and then he ranted at me. And also he said people drive slower down here. Right, okay. The amount of accidents I've managed to avoid down here, I thought where I live they drive like absolute idiots and I'm constantly avoiding accidents. Oh, that's nothing till you come down here. They drive so fast, they're so rude, they push in. There's like a million of those lanes that go into one. but also there's a lot of places where it's 2 lanes but there's always stuff parked, so you have to go into 1 lane anyway, and people are so pushy and like they don't care if they're going to write your car off. They honestly don't care. They drive like idiots. If you let anyone through, they don't thank you, and he thinks that's acceptable, and he thinks people drive slower and are slower. No, the other person who's slow is him, but he's always been slow like that, and I don't mean that like in an insulting way, but he's always been very, very slow, and he's basically come down here to die, because that's what he's going to do. He's going to die because he's slowed down that much, and he keeps making out he's got an important job and he's really busy all the time, but he hasn't. He does next to nothing for his work. His dad's bankrolling everything. His dad gave him a lump of money and he's not really had to work since, and he just acts like he's in his 90s, and you know, he's let me down. Like, I come down and the next day I thought I would be meeting for lunch. Oh no, I'm busy going to the post office today. I'm like, what the hell are you doing at the post office all day? Is it that busy? And like, when I was saying it to the owner of the hotel, he's like, I know post office can get busy, but it doesn't take you all day to go to the post office. And I'm like, you know, and he's not tried to see me in the evening, so I've been in every evening, and I didn't want to go out every night, but a couple of evenings out would have been good. And then on my birthday, like, he offered to pay for my meal, looked at the bill and then got me to pay half. So it's just stressful because now I'm kind of stuck doing nothing for most of the day, because most of the things I wanted to do, it's for, like, for 2 people, and like, because it's busy, I'm going to like billing no mates, going places. So I think I'm just going to go for a drive after I've been in to Asda, where I've not been yet. And I'm going to stop talking because someone's pulled up next to me again. And honestly, I've not really been stressed whilst I've been down here, and I'm so stressed now that my illness, the area where my illness is, I'm in so much pain because he stressed me out. And he had a go at me in a text message. I wrote one back, I've not sent it yet, and mine's not really nasty. Mine's just like stating a few points, because he's gone too far with me this week. The other night he was telling me what I should do for a living, where I should live, that I should quit the job that I'm doing now, like loads of stuff. And I'm like, well, you don't really know me because we barely talk. We talk a few times a year, and you tell me what to do with my life. You don't have any clue what I've been through. I just don't need it. It's just so ignorant. I'm gonna go in the shop in a minute because I've been sat here about 20 minutes. I'm in absolute agony, and it's just stressed me out. He had a right go at me, and he's like, I've changed. I went, he's not changed. He's still the same person he was 13 years ago when I met him. He's just slow and very selfish. He has to have everything his own way. Like the other night about that meal. And then we're out 2 hours and he's going home. I'm like, what was the point in going out? Like, I'd rather come down here and spend the whole time on my own. That's honestly how I feel. I like it down here. I've not been stressed, but it's stressed me out, and I'm in absolute agony. And I don't need it. People like fighting for car park spaces again, so it's going to be packed in there, which I'm not a fan of. I don't know where I'm going today. I want to drive somewhere and like park up where there's an amazing view and just sit and think, because there's nothing else really to do today, and I'm just not happy at what he's done and how he's had a go at me. I've had days of him telling me what I should do with my life. Like, seriously, you should do this, you should do that. Oh, I know better than anyone. And I tell him something, he don't believe me. Like, I said the speed limit on a dual carriageway is 70. No, it's not. What have any of it? And like, when you go on, even if it doesn't say 70 and it's got the white circle with the black cross through, it means national speed limit applies and it's 70. No, it's not. Seriously. I'm tired. And I'm upset and I'm stressed and I'm in agony. And I come away not to be stressed out. And he stressed me. So this is exciting footage. Me in another car park. So I found M&S in Sainsbury's. Weird combination, but M&S is there, Sainsbury's is over there. I need the toilet. I'm hoping M&S has got a toilet because that's where I'm heading first. It's 2 o'clock. This car park is absolutely massive, but it's rammed. So I can just imagine how busy these shops are. I'm guessing Sainsbury's is more busy than M&S. That's why I'm going to the M&S first. Plus, I love M&S. So that's where I'm heading. And then Sainsbury's is a bigger walk. But this car park is huge. I'm going to try and remember to film when I get out. If I don't film on this, I'll film on my phone. But it's huge, and I'm like the opposite end, so you come in and there's only one row behind me, and there's countless rows, like I can't see how many, and then it's split down the middle, and then Sainsbury's is over there. I can't remember the last time I went in a Sainsbury's, but I don't want to buy a lot of stuff because I'm going home tomorrow, probably, I think, and I don't need to take food home with me, so I need snacky type things, and I'm ordering a pizza tonight. I hope it's the same deal in the week, because in the week it's half price between 4 and 6, but it might not be the case on Saturdays. Then it'd be too expensive, because it's like £20 for a pizza. But it was like, I had to spend I think $10.99 the other night, and I think the pizza was like $9.98, so I had to buy a Coke and a dip, and the dip's gone in the bin. Well, I hope it's gone in the bin. I think I put it in the bin. But I'm not really doing anything. Like, I've just been driving round, and then I've been sat here for a little while. Up to 4 hours, no return, within any day. That's rubbish. Can you imagine? You go to the shop. I don't know what time I've been here though. Let's say I've been here an hour. I haven't been here an hour. I've been here like half an hour, but we'll say an hour. So say I've been here since 1, so I can stay till 5. But it says the maximum stay is 4 hours. But it's rubbish, because can you imagine, it says you can't return in the same day, but can you imagine if you forgot something and you came back and then you can't come back because you can't park on here because it says no return. But how are they going to know unless they've got like a camera recognition camera? Unless they've got one of them and it's like they came in at such and such a time and they've come back. I don't know. But I'm gonna go in M&S, and I'm hoping and praying there's a toilet, because I'm quite desperate, and I don't want to have to walk around M&S desperate and go to Sainsbury's and find there's not one there. But I'm gonna try and stay out till about 4 and then go back, so I've got 2 hours, and I'm not going to be in these shops for 2 hours. I'll probably come out and sit in my car for a little bit and then maybe have another drive. I don't know. My pain's eased off a lot because I'm trying to de-stress myself, because obviously my friend has stressed the hell out of me, and I've not been stressed the whole time I've been down here, and then he stresses me out. And I drive past this all the time, and I knew there was a Sainsbury's, but he didn't say there was an M&S. So I'm a little bit happy there's an M&S, because we all know that when I drive back I'm going to try and get an M&S sandwich, because they're good. I think there's a car park in there.